over the Daikyu Prime. It actually, I don't really see a lot of videos about it, but one of the mod setups I made kind of broke it. So it's not always going to do this damage for the fact of different enemies had different health types and stuff, but I ended up hitting this crit with only this build. Even though it won't say that it hits 3 million, as you can see here, totals 2,484.4. But when you have 165% damage, 120% crit damage, and then another 350% weak point damage on top of 350% weak point crit chance, you just can't have multi-shot, alongside 150% cold, I ended up actually hitting this not even a little bit ago when I was just leveling this weapon. I didn't expect to hit 3 million. I was seeing red crits for like 300,000 or 800,000. I got it up to like, I think at one point it was close to like to a million. And then out of nowhere just hit that 3 million. And I was like, wait, hold up. Did I really just hit that? And I had to double take. So it can hit 3 million damage, guys. With just those 4 mods. But to let you guys know, that ain't exactly what I'm running now. What I'm running now is this. So now I actually get something along the lines of 3,000 damage instead of 2,000. Which means I might actually get to hit a 3 point, like a 3.5 mil maybe? Possibly even a 4 million damage. And then the charge shot, oh, this is all the way charged back. It's 6,000. No, I'd be hitting like 5 million easy with a full charge shot on the proper like hit. That's oof. And then the things like I would add to this is I probably would throw on a full toxin mod because again, that is what gives the viral. So I'd probably go through here and throw on like a full toxin mod. We're gonna flip right here, infected clips. I'd probably wait till I got 11 again, throw this on, and then afterwards I would probably look at like, I don't know, like that's for invisibility. Can't use multi-shot. Uh, do I not? Oh, right here, speed trigger. So I can fire it faster, right? Would be my build for this. And this would just be the crit build. So actually, if I just went through and renamed this, I would probably do like config A. We'll do like OP crit is what I'm going to call this. And then config B would be like the right, the explosive build. So we'll confirm that. Which, by the way, this does have the explosion on it, just because I want to be able to hit the high crit and then get a chance at a little extra damage on this bow. But this bow ain't going to be the split chambered, like multi-shot, like super explosive bow. This is just going to be the high crit, extra damage bow. Which, by the way, it is only a chance at it exploding. That's why you want to throw multi-shot on that to get the even higher chance at it exploding. But we are rocking a very good 40 crit chance, which, by the way, gets boosted even higher when I actually hit a crit. But then we also have an 80% status chance, and that's due to this. Okay? And that's what I'm saying. I can easily take this off and put on a full infected clip. And then this spot here could be the status card. And then faster draw speed. Right? To get better numbers. But also at the same time, I could just throw on like this. And then the quicker draw speed. And keep this. And keep it at an 80 status. I mean, status is pretty good there. On top of... for the viewer that does reoccur, seeing I do Warframe streams, kind of talked to me on a little bit of builds, and I kind of was like, I don't really want to do this or this because of X, Y, and Z. By the way, brother, I went ahead and done a little bit of the X, Y, and Z, and decided to make this build here on my Vault, which will have overextended, so my ability does get hit a little bit. But you guys can see I can keep 167% strength, so I didn't really mind that. We are running Streamline, Umbral Intensify, Blind Rage, Still Fiber, Prime Continuity, Primed Flow, Overextended, and Power Drift. And the reason for this is going to be I wanted a little bit of my ability efficiency still coming through so I can spam the ability a little bit more. So that's why I got Streamline up here. We do have Umbral Intensify, so this means like the ability strength is way higher, alongside Blind Rage, which yes removes efficiency, hence why I wanted efficiency. But 72% ability strength, which by the way is going to be even better later on when I get it to where I want it, which is probably about right here, 90% more. But yeah, it's actually going to be a really proper build. We do have our armor here. That's kind of what we needed to go for. If we quickly hover over this, you can see duration, so they get shocked for a little longer, right? They are stunned for longer, I should say. Primed flow, 151% energy max. Actually, I would love to put this right here at 168, but we're fine. Then, overextended ability range, but this nerfs your ability strength, which is kind of what I wanted to counter. And that's another reason why I didn't immediately throw this onto the card or going out the gate with it, but also didn't really want to run the card till I decided fuck it. And the reason for that is I didn't want to nerf the ability strength. I wanted as much range and as much strength as possible without nerfing anything. But I went ahead and just said screw it. So that's probably something you're going to be a little bit happier about, alongside Power Drift, which is 15% ability strength and 30% chance to resist a knockdown. So yeah, that's kind of what we have going right now. I would love a better ability strength card again right here would be awesome. And that's why I wish, I don't know, like the Umbral cards, I wish you could combine with the non-Umbral. Because if you think about it, I have a version of this where I have the... Hold on, I'll show you. This Forma here, which is the Omni Forma, which is supposed to modifies any slot to be compatible with any mod polarity. This Umbral polarity not included. Okay, so it does say that at the bottom, it specifies that, but you can't say any and then exclude, because any means literally any. So you'd have to say most of the mod, well, compatible with most mod polarity, and then say excluding Umbra polarity, right? Which would be the best way to word that. Not any. But it's not, it doesn't work with Umbral mods. Wish it did, because technically it's Omni Forma, which means I should be able to throw one Forma on there and then be able to use any mod in the spot and reduce the cost of any card. That would be awesome, because let's face it, guys, do you see a third spot here saying Umbral Forma for me to be able to buy it? No. That means I have to go farm them. And, I mean, Umbral cards are great, but what's stopping them from in the future creating a card better than Umbral with a different polarity they have to go get a brand new version of something for, and then you just wasted every bit of your grind time on that Umbral card. Sorry, but not sorry. I don't really like having to grind like that. Let's see. So if we was to do it, so if this right here is 20, technically this should have only been 40, and then an Umbral could have been 80, right? And the reason they're making this 80 is because the amount of these it takes to craft this. I'm not joking, okay? Let's show you guys what I'm talking about here. So if I do this, we do this, and we head over, because I do have the blueprints for them. I think they're actually found under miscellaneous, which yes, they are. It takes 4 Formas, okay, to make, well, 4 Formas, 1 Argon Crystal, and Nitane Extract to make an Omni Forma. Okay, and I do have 4 of these, or however many I have blueprinted. I got 3 blueprints left. So I could craft 3 of these, but I would have to have 12 Formas. 12 Formas, 30 Nitane Extract, and 3 Argon Crystals. And I would be able to make all of them. And the only downside to that is they take 24 hours to craft. And if I was to try to skip it, I'm pretty sure it's going to be like 20, 30 plat per skip, which is not what I'm willing to do. So yeah, they really need to balance out the cost of their stuff a little bit more. Yes, it's a free to play game and you got to make money somehow to continue doing what you do, but don't overprice everything. Hell, even you're teaching players to do that, especially here in trade, where you're not actively going through the trades every now and then to see if people are asking for extorted prices and, you know, stuff like that. Because let's be honest, I do gotta cover this because I'm still fucking seeing it. I seen a Yareli Prime go for 150 plat, but then people are asking for a Necros Prime at 90 plat. I'm sorry. Literally, the Necros should be the most expensive frame in here, and I'm going to go over why. And here's why, guys. So your Necros Prime, okay, on top of being... Let me go right here, okay? On top of everything, he has Desecrate, which now is literally not only a brand new frame, but now he is being a resource drop chance and draw and farm. Like literally, let's be honest, he farms resources. He's basically two things in one. Okay, if we go in here and we go for a booster right quick, so if we do this and just type in boost, okay, he's a couple of things here. Actually, he's three, because when he forces more resources, one of those resources are credits. So we basically, technically, a credit booster. He is basically a resource booster. Doubles the amount of resources you get from pickups. Which, by the way, he doesn't do that exact thing, but he forces more people to drop more items. On top of that, doubles the chance of resource drops. Oh, guess what? That's three boosters. He's now in one frame. He has three boosters in one frame. And let me kind of show you guys something, okay? He's infinitely this. As long as you can keep his ability going, so as long as you get the proper mod set and you mod correctly, you can sit and have this run infinitely throughout every mission you go through. But if I wanted a 30-day version of any of these boosters, drop chance booster, 200 plat. Credit booster, 200 plat. We're at 400 plat right now. Okay, just on that. Here's the 30-day resource booster. Okay, 200 plat. That's 600 plat that he is worth due to being these three different boosters. And you're telling me a Necros Prime is 90 plat, but a Yareli, who doesn't do any of these damn shits, is worth more? I don't know what a scam is to you, but that sounds like one to me. Okay? Yareli does not use any of those three methods. So no, she's not worth more than a Necros Prime. Alright? Nowhere near it. No frame, except for maybe a Hydroid. A Hydroid is a very low version of it, but with Pilfering Swarm, where his tentacles can create more resource drops, he's right underneath the Necros. So it should be Necros at the most costing, Hydroid at the second most costing, because they are literally not only the new frame, but three different boosters. Just figured I'd go ahead and get out there and say that. This bitch should cost way less than this OP person. Okay? Or even this one. Should never cost more. Now, with that out of the way, this is actually about the Daikyu, so let's actually plop right into a mission and see if I can hit one of the 3 million damages. And it's early in the morning, so me having aim is kind of oof. On top of, well, being able just to get kills anyways because of other people. So, we'll see what we can do here. Actually, what I could do is go to here and get even more resource drop chance, affinity, blah blah, and see if I can't just hit a couple kills. Why not? Also, let me pop into a party. Close party. There we go. Let's do that. Sorry, brother, but the more people will join afterwards, and you look a bit AFK anyways. So, boop. Let's go ahead and do this. Shockwave everything in a certain giant radius right quick, just because I can. And there's 1 mil. $400. I blew myself up a little bit there. We're just going to kind of get everything shocking again. Just because I'm trying to get that 4 mil shot right quick. 691,000 red crit. I missed. I plebbed. I'll accept the pleb. Hold on. I'm not charging all the way up. But yeah, that's pretty much what we can be doing, guys. It very easy to like nuke rooms now, which is actually pretty good, and stun lock, which is kind of the biggest plan to why I was building it the way I was. 400,000. 400,000. Come on, I just want to hit that 4 million. Garbage me at aim sometimes, man. 702,000, as you guys can see. I wonder if one of my mods actually lowballed my my crits. We can just do like that. That's everything in a very wide radius, just getting nuked by electricity, which is actually very fun and good to do. There we go, 1,770,000, whatever. It's not the 3 million that I was looking for, but you guys can see it is hitting for 1 million, 1 million again, brother. Insane. I think it's my explosive mod that is causing it not to hit for the 4 million. That's all I can think of. Come on, dude. Slow your ass down. I just 2-tapped you, and I didn't have a full draw on the second shot either. Hold on, bro. I got you. There we go. I'm just going to use one more, just because I can. We'll just kind of, you know, allow him to use his tentacles a bit more again. $1 mil. Oh, I missed. Missed again. Just figured I'd show you guys, it's a very okay bow. Okay, for it to hit 1 mil like this is actually pretty good. Hold on, let me just kind of nuke everything again for a second. Go ahead and turn on fast so everybody can move nice and speedy. Just kind of take this, slide again, roll, slide. Little meatballs, not really worried about them. Go ahead and just nuke the room. We're gonna grab a little bit more energy, why not? I got the stuff to make this back, so fuck it. Almost 2 million damage in that one. Almost 2 million damage again in that one. Oh, he's going down. Hold on. Oh, he's recovered. Alright, never mind. But, showing you guys, very good volt. Very good bow as well. Oh, are they already really running to the exit? My lord, guys. Really? We're just gonna electric shock everything, baby. Going to do this, nuke basically this room, and okay, nice stutter there, Warframe. Now the new frame, I can't really say I'm on board with because I'm kind of not. I don't like how the ability sounds, and it kind of requires wall latching, which I don't do. My playstyle does not latch on the fucking walls, so kind of pointless. I think they could have done better with the abilities. A lot better. They could have done a spider version of a Korra, and I would have been happier. Hi, bud. We're safe. Like, that's just my feeling. Like, in Trap, using, like, a spider web that's like Korra's chains would have been 300 times better. Just make it on a wider range than a Korra's chains would be. Make it do poison damage on the chain, or I should say the web. And that would have been 40 times better on the snare ability. Secondary, make sure she can go invisible, and the only time you're wall mounting is when invisible. Would have been great. I think the spider full form should always be her form. Her best form should always make her look nice. And it shouldn't be on a timer on how well you get to see her best form. Let's see. There's a lot that they've done wrong with the character that I just can't hop on board with. A lot of people are loving it. I get that. Some people can see new frame and be pleased right out the gate because it's a brand new frame. But for me, there's a lot more in detail that it has to go with. And a lot of people would be like, well, it's just not your playstyle, so of course you're not going to like her. And of course, that is going to be somewhat that implements my playstyle. Is I'm only going to like something that I want to play. But that's how a lot of people are as well. They're going to only like something that matches or synergizes with the playstyle they already like doing or are playing like. And for me to jump out and go, ooh, a spider frame, I gotta be latched onto a wall 24-7 to be invisible and to do more damage. I gotta be on a wall. Sorry, just does not match my playstyle at all. As you guys can see, I'm one of these guys, right? I get in there and go, like this. I'm not somebody that goes, let me just, on the wall. Yep. Fun playstyle. Yep, I'm just hanging out on this wall. Very fun playstyle. Nah, it's not me. And that's the same reason I can't camp in Call of Duty. I can't sit there and be like, Tango 1 down. Tango 2 down. Tango 3 down. I have to fucking be. Oh, he missed me. Boop. Like that, right? I got to be moving. I can't sit in a corner. It's boring as fuck to sit in a corner. Okay? So forcing people that have to play hanging from the wall to me just makes me feel like you're forcing people to be bored. To do more damage. You have to be bored to do more damage. There's a plethora, multiple different ways to make a spider frame do more damage. Make it where it invigorates a weapon with the damage she uses while the ability is active, and make it like an exalted ability where it runs for over time till the energy is drained. And that would have been much better than, oh, I think this wall just kind of, oh, it looks nice. Right? I'm sorry, guys. I have to play it like that. It's horrible to me. It's just the way I think about it. It's horrible. Ready to be used. Don't need the dragon key. Don't need that. So, if you guys like that, I'm sorry, but I just can't hop on board with that frame, man. It just makes me do exactly what I showed you. That you yawn and be like, oh, what a beautiful wall. Right? It's kind of what I want to be like. Devs, you have plenty of time right now to go back and at least fix some of that. Plenty. Even if you need to delay for like 10 more fucking days, do it. I'm sorry, I don't want to be sitting over here trying to do more damage and halfway fucking fighting, wanting to fall asleep because I'm sitting in the same spot. Just not cool, man. Not cool. And that's also the same point that I'm pulling with an argument I done with a streamer and also you guys as well on stream, is going to be like, I get where people are saying they go in order to make their prime frames, but do they really? Because Yareli came out after Geary, and Geary doesn't have a Geary Prime, which I think Geary would have been better than a Yareli, alongside of other frames who were out well before that doesn't have primes, right? That I feel like could have had 40 times better primes. I think they came out after, so I'm not going to worry about that. Dagoth? I mean, a Dagoth Prime would have been better. Hold on. A Geary Prime would have been better, which is this one. A Citrine Prime would have been better. A Kumai Prime would have been better. I mean, do I really have to keep going through this? Right? Because I don't know if there's a Jade Prime, but I mean, maybe a Jade Prime would have been better. I know there is. No, there is. No, there is. Hold on. I'm trying to think. That one just came out, so I can't say that. Okay. So, those 5 frames, right? Those 5 would have been 300 times better option than a Yareli. Like, seriously, boys. 300 times better. Alright? Now, I get it, this ability with Yareli, hold on, let me go grab her, because if I'm going to talk about her, I must have her, right? As in, I do, right? There is ability that she uses that some people kind of like, and it is this one, okay? She pulls out a goddarn wave board, which, by the way, reduces the amount of damage you take, right? It reduces the incoming damage. But let's be honest, when you're on her wakeboard, the only thing you can do is her first ability, which is what you're seeing here, where she's just kind of chucking out an ability. She's not using her bow, she's not using her melee, she's not using a gun, she's not using a pistol, she is not using a throwing star. It is literally an ability. So unless you can build the ability to do one shot level 900 enemies at least, it's garbage as an ability. And the other ability you have to use alongside it is also going to be garbage. Just figured I'd show that, and yes, I do have Yareli Prime. I got her because I thought she was going to be cool when she first came out. I didn't even realize what her fucking shit was. So as soon as she came out, I immediately took Plat and immediately fucking got her. Worst decision I made ever. I mean, literally, like, she only had the playtime. Hold on. She's only had the playtime to level her to level 30. Let me show you this. To level 30, nothing other modified. Nothing other added. Just this. Notice I didn't use Power Drift on her or, you know, like other Intensify mods, which, by the way, I probably could do now, because let's remove this off. Health and armor, yeah, we'll do that, because that's actually pretty okay. Continuity, Intensify, Still Fiber, that's her armor, health and armor, Prime Flow, shield capacity we'll keep, because I want to have the extra shield, but this stretch can go. And what we're going to do is take a quick little look, because she already has 140 strength. So let's go with this. Oh, I'm going to have to, like, build her. Okay. Fair enough. We're going to do this just because I can. Let's make this the D. Okay, which right now is that. We're going to have to go re-level her and all this extra other shit. And while I do that, I'm going to show you guys how fucking terrible she is. Because, yeah, she's fucking terrible. Alright? And if you guys don't know, the fastest way to level a frame is by using kill abilities. And for her to have a wave board is kind of crazy instead of a kill ability. But, I digress. Boop, 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 boop. What do I want to use? Actually, I kind of know what I might use. We'll stay with the Orthos. Fuck it. See, a citrine where I set a crystal up that kills would have been better. But let's go over this frame that I'm going to call garbage out of just my playstyle. Alright, guys. Some people might actually like her. I'm going to call her horrible. Garbage, in fact. But let's go ahead and do this. Let's, you know, go ahead and pop down a few energies right here. And just kind of build my energy up. Alright, one more, and we should be good. When these two load in, we'll kind of drop down on the pod. Hold on. Sorry guys, allergies. I might work on her color scheme a little bit more to bring her out now that I got better color schemes, but there we go. We do this. It's a wave board. Hey, I can walk around. Guess what? I can't aim and shoot. I can only use this ability here. Whoops-a-daisy. Garbage. Garbage. I mean, I'm a little wrong. You can also use this ability, which is the freaking like Wave NATO or whatever it's called. But you guys get the idea. You're stuck to abilities. I can't use this fucking bow on my back. Even though, look, she's open-handed. Let's mind you, she's open-handed. She's just standing on the wave board. She's able to cast abilities while riding this thing around, but she's not able to use her bow, not able to use a gun, not able to use any other thing. That, to me, says garbage. There we go. Plop this bad boy down. Do this. We'll even grab this up. Like, literally, this is all she is. And look at that. I've only just made it to level 5, and we're on round 2. When frames with exalted weapons, I probably would be on, like, rank 7 or 8 right now. And at round 3, I'd be like 10 or 11. That's how much slower she is to level and how terrible this frame is. I just figured I'd post it out there. She is garbage. Okay. Like, honestly, am I playing Warframe or did I turn into a racing game? Because to me, that's literally the question I have to ask. Are we racing? Is it Warframe? Did we lose our identity as a looter-shooter fighter to become NASCAR? Meow! Like, come on, bro. Garbage. I hate to be that mean about this, but come on, dude. Plenty of way better options that you could have chose that came out before this fucking stupidity of a frame got chose. Warframe. Please, for future Prime frames, if you're going to bring them, create a fucking poll that people can vote on. Because your thoughtful idea of good is garbage. And I hate to say this, but the panel of board of people they put on Warframe up front literally is all females. Literally, just go watch. Most of the streaming content, the people they put on the table to talk, who grants their ideas of what's good and what's bad, feminine. No wonder we got this. And not something that rocks out damage. Is a tank. Does good shit. They just wanted something that looked pretty. That's me trying to be nice. To the best of my abilities that I can with this game. At the moment. For choosing this as a fucking Prime. Like, who really thought this was a good idea? Seriously? Who? Because, my lord, I would rather be out here doing this. Oh, there's the 3 million. There you go, guys. That's actually 3,500,000, I believe. Or it was like 300,000. I didn't really look, but you guys seen. Right? This is what I want to be doing. I want to be moving. I want to be out here. I want to be able to, like, shoot targets. I want to be able to fucking swing my melee. Right? Which is why I'm going over the next frame coming. Love an idea of a spider frame. Hate the idea that you're going to have to be literally doing this 90% of your goddamn gameplay. Sorry with GD there, guys. But, yeah. Boring. So if you guys already thought I was boring now, just wait till you have to watch a streamer who's literally just... Oh, you know, this wall looks so fucking nice. Like, for real, dude. Wait till you have to watch a streamer who's doing that. Instead of coming out here and doing like you see me doing, I'm actually in the combat. Actually getting my hands dirty, as you would forcibly call it. Now, do I think she's garbage in her looks? No. Her prime looks amazing. Just fix her fucking stupid abilities, and she'd be a lot better. I'm not joking. Like, dude, I'm wave 6, and I'm only level 10. And to let you know how dumb this is. Okay? How much of the worst idea method they had for this. Right? On being Warframe abilities that grant kills gain you more XP for said Warframe. But alongside that, guys, I'm running right now. I have 1 day and 5 hours left on this affinity booster. With a fucking booster, I've only made it to 11 on wave 6. Do I need to go Forma? What are my other characters? And run around to show you how fucking slow this actually is. Because my other character, I promise you, is going to level 40 times faster. And that's me not joking. Literally 40 times faster. I can go Forma my Volts, and guess what? That Volts will be done quick as fuck. Because on top of him being a nuker, which nukes the entire freaking thing to stun lock, right, which definitely is going to get more XP anyways, but he has things that kill. And the funny thing is, his fourth ability, this, grants so much XP that it's not even funny. And I'm not talking about Yareli, I'm talking about Volt. My Volt ability that stuns everything in a certain bit. Levels 500 times faster than this. It's kind of sad. When I say kinda, I mean my arms are outstretched past my body, further than what my shoulders allow and permit me to. That's how horrible this is. When I say like how bad did they make this? It's horrible. Okay. I hate to be like that. I do. But that's God-given's truth. It's horrible. I mean, once you build her, she probably could be okay. Especially if you gave her a lot of ability strength. But at the end of the day, like, this is horrible. Like, the best way I could say it, it's like you handed me a glass full of human piss, garnished it with roses, added a light layer of whipped cream to throw some chocolate garnish on top, and said, drink. I hate to say it, but that's exactly how I feel with this frame when they try to say it's good. It's horrible. Lord Almighty. I am leaving. I don't want to play this frame no more. It's hard as fuck wanting to play someone that's this garbage. It is. Like, guys, that's only 24. Do I really need to go grab my Volt right quick, throw a Forma on it, even though it doesn't need it, throw a Forma on it, and show you guys how much better other frames are at not only nuking, doing damage, and synergizing with a squad on top of leveling than Yareli is. Jesus Christ. Warframe, you could have done a lot better, trust me. They actually could have done 400 times better. But overextended, we know her strength is out, so what we'll do is drop some of the armor right quick, maybe, to add on, if plausible. Hold up. I don't think I'm gonna have enough. 9, 10. Oh yeah, I will. Replace it. There. 152% strength with very bad efficiency. But that's going to be how we have to do this. Just for a second. Because my lord, she is garbage. Like, her damage for her thing, if you guys were seeing, she was only doing 100 damage with her abilities. And that was only at 90%. I mean, 132, maybe she'll be a little better, but I don't know. I can't synergize with this frame at all. Why did I waste this Forma? Why did I even think maybe building this way would have been any bit of a good idea? Because clearly she's not. Go ahead and do this right quick. And see if this does any better. I doubt it. I do. I'm almost level 25. When I reach level 30 and she's maxed, I will be done. Look at that. 261 damage? No. You can't tell me at 130% extra damage. That's all I'm doing. Oh no, I can't, bro. I can't. I'm dead. No. Those blue numbers all the way in the back, that's all I'm doing in damage. Compared to an actual weapon here in a second. Let me show you the damage I could be doing. Mind you, it's just... Let's stay again. It's just a bow. So remember, we're just using a bow right now. Okay? 983,000 compared to, what was it again? Well, thanks, Nautilus. You can see it's doing 1,000 damage. Let's do that. 200! You guys seen it before the Nautilus. 200, the blue number. And we've just now made it to this level. Really? Uh-oh, gotta waveboard it. Like, guys, this is the worst frame I've ever had to play. Worst. No offense, females, can you please stay to beauty contests and stop saying what needs to be in video games? Thanks. I'm gonna have to cringe through another 3. Because I've only made it, what, 2 levels? And I've been here for 7 waves? I'm not looking for points, game. Like, my best bet is just to do this. I'm not trying to be mean. Like, do that. Pop up a lot of these. And just chill right here. Literally, that's my best bet.